Okay, so I'm down by the coop and I'm going to share this with you guys because I saw this on TikTok and I'm going to give it a try. And I saw that people are having problems with chick feed. I don't know if it's the case or what's happening. A lot of people are complaining about their chickens not laying eggs. Well, it's winter, so it could be just winter. It could just mean that their birds are old and they're just not laying eggs right now. So I've been seeing it on TikTok. I've been seeing it on Instagram. And a lot of people have different opinions on their chick feed. So a lot of people have been changing their chick feed. So I'm going to give it a try and see if this is going to improve our feed. And what they ended up doing is they have their regular, sorry, Lauren's outside plowing the driveway. So let me show you quick. This is what our feed is. This is what our feed looks like. So we have regular feed and whole corn in there. And we keep ours in these big buckets here. And then we just fill them up and we just use them out of there. We don't keep them in bags or anything. I do have a bag down here with some scratch grains in it. And I'm going to be mixing that in there. I also am going to be mixing, I put everything in my pocket. I have Italian seasoning. And you can add more. I only have one container of each. Oregano. And then I get my other, oh boy. I have, oh, it's on top. I have some cinnamon. And, all right, I'm dropping everything. Oh, I have oregano. I was supposed to grab, oh no, I have Italian, oregano, cinnamon, and then I think I have cayenne. I heard cayenne pepper is another good one. So what cayenne pepper does during winter is it warms up their inside and then they want to lay. So we just started picking up with getting eggs. We're getting about maybe 7 or 8 maybe a day. But a couple weeks ago we were only getting like 3 or 2, 1. It all depends. Miles just came down now and picked up some of the eggs. And then I'm also going to be adding that to our incubator. I already have eggs in a different incubator. We already hatched out chickens. You're going to see that video first. So I'm just going to tie in this video with a bunch of things. So I have to clean out our bigger incubator. And then I have to clean out the chick where the little chicks are. I got to put some wood chips in there. I only have paper towel and stuff in there right now, but I got to clean it out. So the ones that we have for baby chicks right now that I hatched out, I did a video review on using an incubator, and them chickens we're going to keep. I'm also going to be hatching a bunch more chickens for other people and then probably more for us. My goal is to hatch out a lot of chickens so we can get a lot of eggs and then sell a lot of eggs. I'll probably preserve some of our eggs too. I kind of had shared that in another video that we did some we preserved our eggs, and I did that with pickling lime. So I'll probably do that too when we get more eggs. And then, so yeah, that's a couple things that I got to do yet. So it is nighttime right now. It's like 6:30, something like that. So I'm going to try to see what I can all get done tonight, as in getting this mixed up and getting the incubator cleaned out. I only have a couple eggs to put in there right now. Whatever Miles just got is what I'm going to put in there. I'm going to clean the eggs up and then put them in there. And I have someone that wants to buy like 10. And then I have someone that wants so many more. So what I'm going to do is every day as we get eggs, I'm going to put as many as I can in that incubator. And I think I can get up to 40 some eggs, I think, in that incubator. So that's what I'm going to try. Did you bring the eggs back up? Oh, what are you? Huh? Yeah, did you bring water down or? You just brought, oh yeah, you can't touch it when your fingers are wet. Okay. You're gonna have to go up. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I was gonna do more tomorrow, as in hold on. Okay, so I was gonna do more tomorrow, but I'm thinking that I can maybe get it all done tonight. And as for hatching out some of our other eggs, our turkeys and our peacocks are not laying eggs right now. So I can't do any hatching of them. That might end up being like later in the season. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but eventually I'm going to do that. And then I'm also waiting on a call or reaching out to somebody. I'm going to be getting eggs to hatch out different breeds. I'm excited for that. I just kind of talked about that in a different video, but I'm hopefully going to get some in the next like month or so that I can hatch out some different ones. I think we're going to do some silkies, and he has some other breeds that I'm going to try out. Not too many, but I'm just going to maybe get, I don't know, maybe like 10, 20 eggs. And then if I do that, I'll share that with you guys. But we're going to try that out and hatch out them. But for right now, I'm going to mix this up and get this going. And then we're going to see in the next couple weeks or whatever how it's going to be, as in if they're going to be laying. Is this going to be a benefit for me to add this? Like I said, the stuff that I have, I probably should have 2 bottles of each to do this. But this is just what we're going to do for now. The rest of these chai seeds in there also. All right, so I'm gonna add the cayenne and then the oregano, Italian, put some cinnamon in there. All right, so we're just gonna mix it up with this container. I don't really have anything else to mix it up with. I'm sure that I'm not gonna be able to get everything down to the bottom, but that's okay. We're just gonna mix it up the best that we can. Maybe we'll go on the other side. I'll go on the other side and see how they feel about this. I'm out in the garage, and I don't think I've ever shared that. We got lockers like years and years and years ago, and we put all our kids in, we don't put all their kids in lockers, but we put all their stuff in lockers. So we have lockers on both sides, and we put all their stuff in there. But it's a mess right now, so just ignore that. But I'm out in the garage, and this is where we have our food pantry, and we have our baby chicks in here. So here are baby chicks. I have the heat. Oh, it feels so good because I was just outside. It's freezing. So we got our baby chicks. Oh, we're gonna be scared. They're like really feisty too. They're like so cute. They're so cute and so fluffy. You gonna perch on my fingers? All right, so it's a mess in here, and we got to get it cleaned up. And Lauren has some wood chips and stuff for me, so I'm going to put that in here. And what else is he? Oh, well, maybe we got to get some water for them, too. I did put a little piece of cardboard in here because I didn't want the water to get all over the place inside their feed. But I'm going to have to lift it up a little bit because sometimes when you put wood chips and stuff in it, it goes in there, and then they're sitting there pecking at that, and I don't want him to do that. So I'm going to take this down. He has it up on little lifters right now. Now, what I want to do and what we kind of thought about, I don't know if Lauren, we're still going to do this or not, but I was talking to Lauren about the she shed, and I was saying it would be nice if we had all our baby chick stuff down in the she shed. So we would set it up that I would have all my incubators and everything in that she shed. So he would have to run electrical down there. We have to finish the walls and stuff, the roof. and get it all ready for me to be able to do that. Whether it be this year or next year, we would work on it this year. And then next year is when maybe I can start implementing things. It all depends. So I'm hoping that I can start doing it this year. But by the time he gets down there, he has to do the greenhouse. He has to finish that for me this year. And then he also has to do, if he does a she shed, I need that done. And I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with the she shed, but I'm thinking that that would be a perfect area because a lot of times we bring our baby chicks in the garage here and then our garage is just used for baby chicks. And I want to do a lot this year, and that way I can let them like roam and have fun. And a lot of times in the past, what I ended up having to do is we would have to take the baby chicks out, bring them outside, put them underneath a chicken tractor, and then do that every day. Whereas if we put a fenced in area around the she shed, they would be able to go in and out. We would just build it that way or have an opening, and it would be so much easier for us to do that. So I'm thinking that's what the she shed is going to be turned into. It was going to be like a hangout area for us. But the way it is out here, it gets really hot. We get a lot of buggy. And we're just thinking that maybe that would be better for us to do it that way. Oh my goodness. It's funny because every time that I do a video or whatever, and Lauren will always say like, who are you talking to? So I am going to get this cleaned up, and then I'm going to clean out the incubator. I have the incubator back there. I have the incubator in the house. I'll show you that in a minute. You guys will probably see that video first of me incubating these chicks and getting these guys hatched. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 12 that made it. And that's pretty good. So for hatch rate. They're so cute. It's so fun. This is the earliest that we did this. But the good thing with doing it early is that they lay eggs faster, or lay eggs sooner than, you know, like fall or whatever. So we'll have some new laying chicks. Another thing that we have to do, or another good thing with the she shed, is a lot of times when you have baby chicks, you can't introduce them to the big chicks because the big chicks will, you know, hurt them. So with this, we can have them still roaming outside in a fenced area, and they can get familiar with each other. And then we have less chance of there being issues with the chicks and stuff like that. So that's another good thing with using a she shed. So I'm excited for that. I think that is going to be a lot better use for that building. And I can always do fun stuff around it. I was planning on doing maybe like a little chicken garden around it. It has a little planter on the side. We can put some flowers in there. But there's all sorts of things that we can do with that she shed. We'll probably still call it a she shed or a chick. I don't know. How about you guys come up with a fun name? So now that you guys know that we're probably going to use it for a chick house, if you guys want to name it some kind of like fun name, I did talk about it in the past when we first got the she shed, if you guys had a name for it. But that would be kind of fun. I don't want to keep it as the she shed. It can still be a she shed, but if you guys have a clever name that you guys think that we should name it, because we're going to be put chicks in there, or like some of our breeding, whatever I'm going to do for that. So to name my she shed, just leave it in the comments down below. everything is terrible out here, but I have this little setup that we were putting the incubator out here. I have the little one in the house. I'll show you that in a little bit. Evelyn's holding one of the chicks right now and it's making a lot of noise. Okay, so this is a perfect example of why I told Lauren that we should probably do this out in the she shed. So I was just telling him just now because I had him go get me some water. If I had, can you go over there with him? If I had a sink out there, so we're gonna put a sink in our greenhouse, but if we put a sink out in the she shed, I can do a lot of the cleaning stuff because this just needed to be cleaned. I wasn't doing a very good job out here. I needed to bring it in the house and rinse it out, and we don't really want to do that in our sink. We don't have a sink out in our garage to do a lot of cleaning stuff. We don't have like, you know, like a basin or whatever it's called out here. So that's what I was saying. If we did all of that in the she shed, that would work out great. So I'm thinking that if we continue to do stuff like this, we are able to do that, and I'll have a better area to work with than having to use our own stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 eggs. I need 10 altogether, if not more. So whatever eggs that we get in the morning and then whatever eggs we get tomorrow and the next couple days is what I'm going to add. You can see how many areas that I have that I can add more eggs to. So as they hatch, we'll pull them out and we have that container that I just showed you. We'll just keep filling it up, and then when they are ready to go, we will let the people know that they're ready. So this is going to be new for us this year. But with a lot, you're going to have to wash your hands. You're going to have to take off your shirt. Yeah. Oh my goodness, her face. Yeah. She's got poop all over. Anyways, so we are going to try it out this year. I'm also going to talk to this one person that I'm going to be getting eggs from to hatch and see what he does for selling. I'm also going to reach out to the other people that I bought our peacocks from and ask them what their rules were for selling and like doing this kind of stuff as just like a hobby. I don't know if there's a lot of rules and stuff with it, but I'm gonna look into it so I don't get in trouble. But this is just what we're gonna do this year. I know a lot of people are into chickens and stuff this year, so I'm hoping that we can hatch them out and sell them at a good rate. I know that they're over like $8 some or whatever. That's what somebody told me. And then I haven't bought chicks in a while. We usually get our chicks and our eggs from my aunt's cousin. Oh no, my aunt's sister. She lives down the road from us, and we've been getting a lot of these eggs in the past from her. And then I just hatch them out, and then we just kind of go from there. We have a rooster. And we've gone through a couple roosters, so a lot of times we're going to have a lot of mixed breeds, just in general with what we already have. And this year is going to be different. So we're going to try it out. We're also going to sell some peacocks, hopefully next year, because they're not laying eggs yet. I'm pretty sure I have a male and a female right now. But in the next couple of years, we're hoping that we can continue to do this. I don't know the selling rate of peacocks, like what a lot of people are, wanting when it comes to that. I also can reach out to the lady that I got them from and just see what she's doing, or how popular it is to sell them. So when we got them, we paid about $25 a piece for them. And I'm hoping that that's what we can do with ours when we get to that point. But for our eggs right now, we are selling our eggs for $4 a dozen for our selling just the eggs. And then for doing the chicks and stuff, we're going to be doing, I think it's like $5 a chick. So that's kind of what we're going to go with. Okay, so I have this all cleaned out. Our incubator isn't like 100% the best. The one that we have in the house is awesome, but it's small and we only can do a dozen. This does, once you plug it in, it rotates, and then you don't need to flip your eggs. It does everything for you. The only thing is it doesn't have a temperature gauge on it anymore. For some reason it's broke, but Lauren maybe will get me another incubator, maybe even 2 incubators. I can do a lot of eggs in springtime. I can do more at that time, but we'll just start out with this for now. But I just want to show you how I do it. So I just cleaned it out. A lot of times too, they say don't use certain chemicals when you wash out your incubator. So I did spray it down a little bit just because there was still stuff in there. And then Lauren rinsed it out for me. This I cleaned out. This is fine. And then this tray you put in here. And then when you, after around 18-19 days, is when you take this tray out and you put your chicks in this flat area. I'll come back and I'll show you guys another time. And then this is where they're gonna hatch. I know, it's so cute. Okay, so, all right. I gotta put this down for a second. Let's see. Now this goes this way. Where's my, okay, so I'll just make sure that I fill it over there when I get to that point. And then we have, okay, so this is the area, this is gonna rotate, it's already on. And we're gonna put these in here. Is it going to sleep? Aww. All right. Wake up. No, don't wake him up. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be putting more eggs in here. And then on this area, this is how it regulates the humidity and everything in here. This is not really working fully, so we're gonna rely on using this little meter, and then I have to make sure that it's at the accurate temperature that it needs to keep this at. So let's see. And then the other thing with the other incubator that we have, we're able to watch them hatch better. I mean, they have a little bit of a thing here, but you're not gonna really see a lot. It's not that exciting. All right, so I got another. All right, so yeah, this screen or something, I don't know, maybe Lauren can look at it and get that going, but it's plugged in, it's ready to go. So that is everything that I wanted to show you today. This is gonna sit in here for 21 days. They're gonna start hatching out at that time. Oh, I've been doing this now for, I wanna say like 4 or 5, maybe 4 years or so with hatching out chicks. But this year we're hoping to hatch out a lot. Last year the year before, I hatched out 3 batches only because the fox that came and took all our birds. And I had to hatch a lot of birds or a lot of eggs that year. So I'm kind of going to do the same thing this year, but I'm also going to help out other people and then see what comes from it and see if we can keep doing this on a regular, you know, kind of like a regular little side job kind of thing, and see what it does. But this is everything that I wanted to show you. I'm going to bring you guys in the house and show you the little incubator that we have. This is the incubator that we have in the house. This is the one that I just used to hatch out the other chickens. This is what I was talking to you guys about with the hose. The hose goes in, the water goes through, and then it just sits in this little thing, and then it goes in and causes the humidity to go in there. And that you don't have to do anything. And with the other one, I had to do a lot of things to keep it regular, but this one works pretty good. So that's everything that I wanted to share with you guys today. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys do any hatching of chickens, or if you guys raise chickens, or just even have chickens for eggs. I know a lot of people are like starting to do this now just because of all the things with chickens and eggs and all the crazy stuff in the last year when it came to this. We've been doing it for, I think, over 7 some years now with chicks, And every year we try to do something different and learn a little bit more when it comes to things. But I wanted to share the feed with you guys just because I saw it on TikTok. I've been seeing it all over the place, actually. And then also a lot of people will ferment their chick feed, and that's another thing that we've tried. I'm also going to try to do it again this year, and I will talk about that when I do another video on it. It's really cool, actually. It saves you money, and it also like prolongs the food a little bit longer. And we also found, well, we didn't do it yet, but I talked to my aunt's sister, and she found a place that sells cheaper food, and they will mix the food for you for what you need the chick feed for. So Lauren's gonna go do that, and maybe I'll follow along one day and I'll do a video on that. That's gonna be fun. Just because the bags of feed nowadays are like over 20 some dollars, I think, and this place is like a co-op place, and I think she was saying like for a 50-pound bag, it's only like 13 bucks. So that's a lot cheaper than what we were spending. And then also they'll mix up your feed if you want anything else mixed in with it. And that's kind of what we're interested in. That's why I wanted to try that TikTok feed. I'll come back on within another like maybe a week or so and let you guys know if my chicks are laying any more eggs. I heard that it's supposed to benefit them in many ways, so we'll give it a try and just see how it turns out and if it even makes sense to even do, add the extra stuff to it. So, all right, so hopefully you guys liked today's video. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.